guys, and welcome back to a new video, and we are back with Slime Rancher 1. This is episode 9 of the entire series. Today, the whole goal was to try to finish the desert. I don't know if we managed that, but we're gonna try. I am voice over recording right now because I was not feeling too well when I was recording this episode, so I just didn't use my mic. But the whole thing was really just me running around the desert trying to get stuff completed so I could, I guess, finish the game. I think this might be the end of the game, but I have no idea. I guess I will find out once I've finished completely, because all I did was get the pretty little water statues lit up. That's all I got. But that's what I spent most of the day doing. I ran around, tried to get stuff together to pop that Gordo. Largo? Gordo. I think it's a Gordo. For the like cactus looking one. I don't remember the name of them, but I ran around and was getting chickens for this. Because I kind of forgot until I got in there that I was going to need chickens. So I was like, well, there's tons of chickens around. I'll just find them there. And that works. So I did that. And then I was also trying to find other things. I discovered when grabbing the chickens that there's this slime up there, which is the, I don't know, I call them like spinny tops. I don't know what they're actually called. I think they're like devil something. But I discovered those and tried the chickens. I couldn't remember what they ate. And then I remembered it was fruit later on. But now I know what that was, so I could go and pop that afterwards. So I wanted to try to get as much of this area found, completed, whatever you want to call it, in this episode, because I want to complete it. I technically wanted to complete it in the episode, but I couldn't figure out the last stages that I could do to finish the whole thing. I figured it out. Since I've recorded it, I have now figured it out, so we will do that in the next episode. So hopefully we'll have a completion of the game next episode. I have no idea. But yeah, I ended up having to get more chickens, even after the ones that I've collected, because of course, you can never have too many chickens. But my brain always like, oh, this looks good, and then continues on, and it's never good. But this amount is the right amount, so I'm set. I was so excited. I literally audibly gasped when I saw these slimes. They're so pretty. And I was like, collect them all. They're all gonna live on my farm. They're beautiful. That's what I did. I did that exactly. But now we have a new like warping to the farm. That is a warp back to the farm. I used it a lot because I was just running. The majority of this video, it's so cut down and edited because I've recorded for about 3 hours. Majority of that was me running back and forth from this location and the farm. But I had to obviously go from the farm to the location because there's no teleport the other way, which I think needs implemented. That, or I need to figure out how to build that. But I went around, I got the fruit that I need for the devil slime. And then I decided it would be cute to combine those tangle slimes, I guess what that says, with the phosphorus slimes, because I thought it would just be a very cute match. And then I did this, saw this, very beautiful. I did end up losing all these that you can see that are currently alive. They died. I kind of forgot that the phosphorus slimes need darkness, because I'm used to them being in that cave. I just don't, it doesn't comprehend it in my brain, so I did lose them. Don't worry about it, I fixed it. We made it a dark area, and then we added more of those slimes in there, and that's okay. So I was adding the plorts to the statues, and I still don't fully understand it. But I think it's going to be interesting to figure it out, because every time I added one it made like a sound. I was like, okay, is something going to open? Because my brain goes to the ancient city door, where you get all those collected and put them in there, and something goes off. It's obviously not the same for here, but it was confusing me like crazy trying to figure this out. It was really fun to run around and do this, and I've never gotten this far in the game. I explained it in the last episode. I've never gotten this far in the game. So being as far as I am is really new to me, and it's really fun and interesting. I wish I had been feeling better when I recorded, because you could have seen all my fun reactions and then my anger from not being able to find what I was looking for. Because when I tell you that I ran around this desert for probably a whole hour out of the 3 hours that I recorded, you would know. It's that sad. Like, I just couldn't find what I was looking for, so I kept running around like crazy trying to find the stuff. And then there's these like ruined building looking things up here. I noticed them in a clip earlier on that I don't think I included. And I was like, that's a little strange. It's a little weird to have those up there, so I had to climb up there, obviously, and then discovered this other statue. That is the completion, that sound was the completion of one of the waterfalls. So I happened to find that. I literally was sitting there staring at this. I was like, okay, how do I break through this? And then I discovered there was a door. It's fine. Though I would have tried to break through it, if anything. Now that I know what I'm supposed to do with these fountains and how important they are for the continuation of this game, I thought it was just going to be go into these things, activate the fountains, and then continue on from the game. I just assumed that was going to be what I need to do, just like how the ancient city door worked that way. It's nice to know that it's nice to know that that wasn't all I have to do. I think it's better that I didn't have to just do that. I did end up going back to the farm and collecting a few more things for the different waterfalls that I needed to collect. This waterfall is down below. I no joke, looked for this thing for 20 minutes before I found it. It was sad. It was literally right there, and I walked by it like 3 times. It was ridiculous. But I like that they added the extra element that I'm not just using the plorts and continuing on with my life. Like, I like the added element that you will discover in the next episode. And if you don't already know, obviously. I got the quantum slimes because I still did not know what the slime was. I thought the quantum slime was the closest one that I could get to that slime. That's why I went and got those plorts. However, I did discover later on that it's the mosaic slime that it's looking for, which I could not find. This isn't me actually discovering it. I just got lucky. I literally just was looking around and got lucky that I saw slight coloration in that wall that didn't look right. And then I discovered it's a mosaic Gordo. I was so mad at myself. I walked by this area multiple times and I did not notice at all that that was going to be the that was going to be where the thing I needed was, because I was like, I hadn't seen any mosaic slimes to this point, even after recording for 3 hours. I still did not see any mosaic slimes besides this Gordo. So I collected all of the slimes because I was so confused on why I had never seen them anywhere else. And I don't understand. I don't know if I was missing something, if there's an area that I haven't quite explored yet. Because all of this connects. Like, when I walk back through this walkway right there, you go straight back to the one location where the original Gordo was, where the cactus-looking Gordo was. Which I forgot its name again. I don't know, but I was trying so hard to figure out if I was missing them somewhere, because that Gordo's the only location I found mosaic slimes. So if you know where they might be, let me know. I have collected all of the ones that I had. They are on my farm, they are living their little lives, but I just don't understand. I'm also mad that it took me this long to realize that the mosaic slimes was the ones that I needed for this particular fountain. I believe this fountain, and then I think there's 4 or 5 fountains. I know there's the cactus one, the rock one, this mosaic one, and the devilish slimes or whatever they're called one. I think that's all of them. I'm not quite sure. I wasn't recording this video so I could show you guys where they were. I was just recording to record, so I'm obviously not a good guide if you're playing this game either. But you know, I was so confused the entire time, pretty much, going through this in hopes that I could figure out what I needed to do. I've gotten that one slime done. This is the devilish slime one, which I hadn't realized that I had only found 2. So when I finished the mosaic one, I was like, okay, nothing happened. I'm confused. Why is nothing going on? I thought I got them all. So I was running around and I went to every single fountain again to double check, and I forgot about that this one existed. I literally completely went past this one to look in the far end of the map, which is like to our right or to our left now in the video, but I hadn't realized that this was here. Like, I completely lost it from my brain that it was there. Though I did find it, the last one, I literally kept missing it. I just kept looking back and missing that it was right there at the top. Thankfully I figured it out. I think I walked around this thing for a good 5 minutes before I actually found it. And I was so mad at myself for it. So I think it was really funny that one was like down lower and then one's all the way over there in the side on the like right side of the corner. And then this one was right above it and I just completely missed it. And I just don't know how I missed it that bad. But you know, whatever, we got it, it's fine. I'm gonna wait for this to go through. I literally almost lost this plort. I was so mad at myself. I was like, it's my only plort, man. We're not using this. See, and so when I completed this, I knew it was the last fountain. So I checked everywhere else for the fountains. And I was incredibly confused, so I go back into the area where H explains where he had finally decided to live with Eleanor, I think that's her name. Don't come at me if it's not. The character just reminds me of like Eleanor in Stardew Valley, and that's why it's in my brain. But as you can see, I have these slimes here. I'm gonna start, I think, the next episode after I do the desert thing. That might be the whole episode depending on how long it takes me to do. But I want to reorganize the farm again. I knew I was going to do this, and I'm mad at myself that I'm deciding to do this now. Because this just doesn't feel very efficient. And I want to reorganize it again. That'll be something to figure out at some point. So, Cassie home. The year we both came home, do you think it ever could have worked? I mean, being with you again every day instead of long distance thing, that was great. I remember feeling really happy, but something was missing. We both knew that we were giving something up for it all. I think about it all the time that if we had been less honest about it, all how you might still be running that little garden shop and I'd still be trying to write music out of the basement. It doesn't matter, I should have told you then what I never did. I should have said it 100 times. My guess is that she's talking about how much she cared about her, but I'm so confused. The whole story with Cassie, I love it. I love that it adds to the character, I just don't understand it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to put some sugar on that like button, comment down below anything you'd like to see. Bye!